Can you snooze that alarm, please? Hey, let me make sure everything's working. I'm pretty sure I just asked my son, like yelled across the house to my son to snooze an alarm while I was on live video. Make sure everything's working. Yay, it's working. So that's awesome. Then people on YouTube are going to be like, who the hell is she talking to? How are you today? I can see you watching. So say hi in the comments so that I know you're here. This is an odd day for Just the Tip, right? Friday morning. If you are watching on YouTube and you want to be a part of the discussion, the chat, the questions, all of that happens in the Facebook group, Facebook community, which can be accessed at businessstraightUp.com/community. So come on in, say hi, tell me about your day. If you can, just make a note in the chat, make sure that so that I know you can hear me, just say yes, because as I said, I just yelled out to my son with the microphone on and then I had to mute. How is everyone today? I feel like this week has been a crazy, chaotic blur for me. I had 4 clients in 2 days, which is like never something I do. I shouldn't say never. I did it a long time ago when I moved into my commercial space because I was terrified to now have to pay rent for that. And so I did, I think it was 25 sessions in 1 month, and I almost worked myself into the hospital. So 4 clients in 2 days, I do not recommend, but it was still part of catch up because I had some people that did their sessions in February or early March in 2020 that we couldn't do the reveal because we were completely shut down, right? And so I had reached out to them and contacted them, and I hadn't heard back, and I didn't want to push because with COVID, like, man, we didn't know what happened to people, right? I didn't know if someone got sick, if someone was, helping a family member. So I decided not to push. And so she emailed me and she's like, hey, I want to see my pictures. I'm like, yes, you do. So we got her in yesterday. Kind of catch up. You do what you have to do. Say hi in the comments. Say hello. How's it going, Brooke? Tell me if you like the red or not. Red is one of my favorite colors. It is a power color because I think women need to show a little more stand up and fight, if you know what I mean, especially given our current political climate. The thing that I wanted to talk to you about today, I have a giant list of things to talk about, you guys. I have it on my other monitor over here. And I go back and forth. I'm like, do I want to talk about strategic business stuff? Because I can give you guys that all day long. Like I can give you email templates and I can tell you exactly what to do to onboard clients. I can give you all of the details without issue. But there is something that I want to call to your attention that a lot of people don't talk about, and that is the mindset shift that happens when you're in business for yourself. I've heard so many people say, and I don't remember who said it originally, I'm sorry, but so many people say that running a business is the biggest personal development journey you will ever be on. And it's so crazy true. When you go into business for yourself, you love what you do, and you sign up and you're doing whatever it is that you do. You're mastering your craft, you're taking photos, you're doing eyebrows, you're planning weddings, whatever it is that you do because you love it. And then you have a test that comes against you or a challenge, and you're like, what the actual fuck just happened? And you have to figure out how to get past it for future reference, for in future situations. And those types of challenges are what require so much when it comes to personal development. So I want you to know that one of the things that I'm working on when it comes to a mindset shift is showing up imperfectly. I have shared with you before that I am a recovering perfectionist and I'm working on getting past that. And so showing up for you imperfectly when I don't have my makeup on, when I'm literally just out of the shower, and quite frankly, I'm like, I can't do this. I still want to show up. I still want to support you. I still want to give you what you need to have a successful business. And so that is something in my brain that is a mindset shift for me personally. And everyone has something different. So I want to ask you, and when I ask you this question, please know that I'm not asking you with like a judgy finger, like, how dare you? I am asking you to really consider you, to really look inside you and ask yourself, what is keeping you from your biggest dreams? There's something, and I promise you it's not other people. There are so many people that will look for any excuse for why their business is not profitable and sustainable. Well, I live in a small town. Well, I don't have the skill yet. I don't know my camera as well. If you're a photographer, there are so many excuses that we can pull up that are all rooted in fear. So, what is keeping you from your biggest dream? Is it fear of rejection? Are you not telling people what you do because of what they might think? Because they might go, oh, no, 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 I don't think so. You guys, as a boudoir photographer, I had a woman at church tell me, oh, no, no, I can't be involved with anything that gets men's motors running so they can rape women. She legit told me that. Pretty fucking awful, right? If I took that and never shared what I did again, because I didn't want that reaction again, even though it was crazy inaccurate and hurtful, then I wouldn't be doing what I love. Am I really going to allow her the power to decide what I do with my life? That's bullshit. What fear are you harboring that's keeping you from your biggest dreams? Now, I will tell you that I have had business coaches who do not have children or who are men and have stay-at-home wives who handle the household and children, who have told me, well, that's just an excuse that you don't have time. And I'm like, no, actually it's not. But I will say that when you want something bad enough, you make the time for it. If something really, really matters to you, you make the time. So what is the fear that you're holding on to? Is it a fear of other people's opinions? Kind of the same thing as rejection, right? Are you worried that people are going to think, oh God, who does she think she is? She's too big for her britches. I fucking love that comment, right? Like, where did that even come from? Say hi in the comments. Let me know if you have thought about this before, if you've considered this before. These beliefs and these stories and these fears are so deeply rooted in our brains that they become subconscious. We're not even thinking about them. And yet they're keeping us from what we really want to do. Why? Why are we giving these people so much power in our lives? And when I tell you this, believe me, again, I'm not pointing the judgy finger because I've done it too. I have absolutely done it too. Are you harboring a fear of really putting yourself out there as yourself, of being authentic and being like, this is who I am, this is what I believe? And it doesn't mean you have to go super political in posts, but I have shared more of myself recently on the teaching side of my business. And I'm telling you, those posts do so much better than the others. I can teach you guys business strategy stuff all day. I can literally hand you a framework for marketing. And I will for my students. But if you don't have the right mindset, and if you're not working on yourself on the back end of that, then it won't matter because you're not going to implement it. You can have all of the tools in the world. How many courses have you purchased that you don't implement? You guys, so many of us as educators teach different pieces to making your business successful. When I think about like the Megan DePiro and the Alex Loveland and the Jen Bruno Smith, these are amazing rock star women that are also teaching things that partner exactly with what I teach. These are proven strategies. We've used them not only for ourselves, but for our students as well. We see the success, and yet we still hear people going, it doesn't work for me. Why? You're not a unicorn. Sorry, you're not a unicorn. It will work for you if you implement it. And so many of us don't implement this shit because we have something inside that we're not addressing. And it could be someone else's doubts that they don't believe in you. You know, your mom, your husband, your sister, whatever. They don't believe you can do it. And so you internalize that belief. Why? Are you really going to let them control your life? You don't need them to believe in you. You can believe in you. That's all you need. You. And this is coming from someone who runs a successful business and still deals with comments from my family. Oh, you don't work. Can you pick me up from the airport? Really? You guys, you have to let go of what other people think. You have to work on the mindset and the beliefs, excuse me, and the background chatter in your brain if you want to be successful. You can be handed all of the tools in the world to run a successful business, but if you don't work on you, it's not going to happen. So, what are you holding on to? What fears are in there? What are the things that you're terrified to talk about, but they're keeping you from your dreams? One of my coaches yesterday was talking about, and this is me showing up imperfectly because she was talking about that. She goes, yo, there's an audience for popping pimples. Millions of people watch that. And you're not showing up? Why? You're not putting your work out there? Are you serious? Someone out there is literally right now watching a video popping pimples. And you don't want to show your photos? You don't want to show your work because you're afraid of what they might think? Who cares? You have to let it go. You have to work on yourself first, because until you work on the inner you that is keeping you from doing the things that you really want to do, it doesn't matter what systems you have. I feel like this is an unpopular thing to talk about. Most people don't want to hear it, right? Most people want to hear, this is the email you use after someone contacts you to get them to book you. Most of the people want to hear, this is the workflow you use to keep track of everything so it doesn't get lost. And those things are amazing. And I sell those. So if you want those, go to shopwithbrooke.com. And my name has an E on the end. So shopwithbrooke.com. My templates are there. If your mindset is good and all you need is the templates, by all means, go there. Check it out, get what you need, implement that shit, and rock it. But if you know that you have the things you need, physically, tangibly, or maybe digitally, you have the things you need and you're still not doing it, then we need to start asking ourselves why. What is behind this? What am I afraid of? What could I be doing differently? What do I need to let go of? What am I still harboring pain from? Maybe 20, 30, 40 years ago that I need to let go of. Because we all have things. Every single person has issues. I don't care how much of a perfect childhood you had. Okay. I have people in my family, their parents are still together, grew up with money, like everything lined up as good, right? They still have issues. We all have issues. Every single person in this world has issues. And until you start to address some of those issues, you will continue holding yourself back. You're always going to be judged. It's just life. whether they're judging you for your work and that's what you're afraid of, or they're judging you for your hair or for your lack of makeup or for the zit that you have on your chin, you're going to be judged. It's going to happen. Let it happen. Welcome it. Welcome it. Bring that shit in. Okay, let's do it, because the more that you accept it and the more that you bring that in and the more that you put yourself out there, the stronger you're going to be and the less you will care about it. So that is what I wanted to talk to you about today. I see so many of my students that have the frameworks, they have the templates, they have the workflows, and they're still not implementing something because they feel like someone's going to judge them. They feel like they're not good enough, which is a whole nother topic. But what is enough? What is the measurement? How many pictures do you need to take to be good enough? How many women do you need to work eyebrows on to be good enough? I work with a lot of estheticians, guys. That's why I'm coming up with other ideas. How many weddings do you need to plan to be good enough? Is there a number? Because if there's not a number and you don't know that number, then stop using that as an excuse, because it is an unattainable goal. That's like saying, I don't think I'm smart enough for that. What is smart enough? There's no number associated with that. Is it an IQ test? You need to decide right now that you are smart enough. I feel like I'm Stuart Smalley right now. Some of you won't know who I'm talking about. You're good enough, you're smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like you. And you know what? You don't care about other people's opinions, even when they don't. So have an amazing weekend. My daughter starts baseball tomorrow, which has been interesting because we took her out to practice and my husband accidentally hit me with a baseball. So my ankle is all lovely shades of purple and black. So tomorrow's the official start, though. My dogs decided to join me. You're probably hearing their nails on the floor. But I hope you all have an amazing weekend. Please let me know what I can help with. I really feel so strongly, especially for the ladies. Now, guys, I love you too. But the guys that really understand that women need a sacred space are the guys who will move us all forward. Let me just say that. The guys who are okay being there supporting women instead of saying, look at me, look at me, look at me, are fucking rock stars. And we need more of them. So guys, I love you too, but especially for the ladies out there, I want to see you succeed. I want to see your business go beyond what you ever thought possible. Some of my students have never even taken the time to vision, to dream for themselves, to think about what they want and actually put it down. Like write it out on paper. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be on the perfect piece of paper. And I'm talking to myself here because I'm like, I need the perfect journal. I need the perfect pen. By the way, these are the perfect pens. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just get it out there. Dream. Think about what you want in your life. You are the creator of your life. You are the only person who is going to move yourself forward in your life. No one is coming to do this for you. No one. And that sucks on one hand because you're like, I don't want to do it myself. But on the other hand, it's crazy powerful knowing that you alone have the power to create and design your life. And I will help you do that with your business. So if you need any resources, any courses, all of my courses are accessible at courses.businessstraightetup.com. SEO, email marketing, website strategy, all the things. If you need templates, workflows, shopwithbrooke.com. Those are the options that I have available to you. If you need mindset support and you're like, Brooke, I cannot get past this, businessstraightetup.com/mentoring. I'm happy to walk you through some things, whatever you need help with. Either way, really, 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 really decide to put yourself out there, to live your dreams, because you are fucking worth it. And everyone else that you're going to help when you decide to do so needs that as well. Have an amazing rest of your day. Love to all of you and have a good weekend.